Lucy, stop it! Denial is a river in Egypt. Your husband is gay.
As much as I try to space out my more critical videos with positive videos about the groups that I like, of course, the more critical videos tend to eclipse the celebratory ones. I'm an enemy of the state in Twiceland. People calling me a hater left and right for that video about westernization. Like, my once card is being called into question for its validity, and all of this is kind of a background and reasoning for this video in a lot of ways, and an attempt to absolve myself and hopefully prove that I am a once before I am anything else in life. I'm going to be ranking every title track and standalone song release, including Japanese comebacks. Just as a bit of a disclaimer, I love every Twice song. I love every title track and would sacrifice myself for any song picked from Twice's discography, including Set Me Free and One Spark, even the Jackson 5 cover song. There's not a single Twice song that I don't like, so please, my estate in Twiceland is at risk of being foreclosed on. I cannot take any more. But all jokes aside, Twice is genuinely the end-all be-all for me in K-pop. If they disbanded in 2022, I would not be here today. I guess I just feel more comfortable trying to closely analyze the groups I care about the most because I do care about them, right? I love making analytical and critical videos, but it certainly is draining. People are a lot more willing to misunderstand the video, and part of that is my fault. I feel like I'm getting worse at explaining my ideas, so I definitely need to revisit my analytical processes, but for now, let's go with a bit of a lighter video of trying to rank all of Twice's singles. I'm going to be doing every title track and single, except for title tracks that are just translated versions of existing songs, so nothing from the #Twice albums. I'm also not including solos or subunits, just OT9 Twice singles for this list. Okay, let's begin. Number 43, dead last, is I Want You Back, the Jackson 5 cover song that I think ended up being a part of the Bulldozer album. I feel like not a lot of people even know Twice did this because Onces have worked pretty tirelessly to hide this under the rug, but I don't hate it. It's actually a very good cover, especially this being their first real English song venture. It's very good. I just don't go out of my way to listen to it. Genuinely can't tell you the last time I listened to this song. 42 is Stay By My Side. This is the BDZ repackaged single. Yeah, Twice mid-tempo holiday ballad. Very good, but not a song I go out of my way to listen to that often. Number 41 is Swing. This is another song that I think a lot of people forget about. It was a repackage of the And Twice, the Fake and True album, and came after the huge year that was 2019 for them, so I listened to Swing from time to time, and I love Jungyeon on the chorus, but not a song that I have on regular rotation. Number 40 is Merry and Happy. It's a good song, holiday smash, but I don't really go out of my way to listen to it out of a holiday context. And similar to that, number 39 is The Best Thing I Ever Did. Again, I love listening to these songs in the fall and winter. They're one of the mainstays for my fall semester playlists, but again, it's not one that I go back to often outside of that time frame. I do hold The Best Thing I Ever Did in pretty high regard. Like, the Year of Yes repackage album is really the capstone to the genuinely insane year that Twice had in 2018, so I do appreciate it for that reason. Number 38 is Fake and True. This might be controversial for being so low. I still like Fake and True, but it's not really a song I return to often. I think it's the Japanese title track I return to the least, actually. It's a good song, it's just not on the Chojimi radio rotation as often as other Twice singles. Number 37 is Celebrate. I did not see the vision with this song at first, but I saw so many memes using this song across social media that I eventually came around to liking the chorus for that reason, and now I play the song most every time I want to celebrate something, like in my mind, which is embarrassing. Something good will happen and my brain has been programmed to start thinking about the chorus of this song. 36 is Kura Kura. I mean, Lose Control, All My Heart and Soul. Excellent song, excellent choreography. I don't know what else to say. I feel like it's going to be harder and harder to justify my rankings on this list. I just went kind of based on feeling. I really like the composition of this song the most and how dramatic it feels in the post-chorus. Number 35 is Happy Happy. I still feel very bad for Happy Happy. It got lost in the popularity of Breakthrough, but I still like it a lot. I'm a Happy Happy sympathizer at my heart. It's a fun pop song. Number 34 is Fanfare. Very sad song lyrically, which is kind of unexpected given the instrumental choreography and music video, but I guess that's what a fanfare is technically. It reminds me a lot of that weird time during the Panorama, where all I was really doing was playing Animal Crossing and watching Twice content on YouTube. Number 33 is Brand New Girl. Listen, this song was borderline crucified when the music video was released. I have not forgotten, and I have not Forgiven. I am the #1 defender of Brand New Girl until I am no longer a part of this world. It's such a unique sound for Twice. Kind of. It gives me very Twice Coaster vibes. The chorus is so good. Like, goodbyes are not forever, my friend. I love this song. Number 32 is Bulldozer. I always like this song, but the Tokyo Dome performance where they're all standing on the Laburi and Twice are acting like military generals getting ready to send onces off to war. Like, Junghyun is fully yelling like they're about to go into battle over a song like Bulldozer. It's so funny and makes me appreciate the song so much more. 31 is Candy Pop, perhaps the pinnacle of the bubblegum cute concept and sound for Twice. They really leaned into it for this comeback, but I don't really know what else to say other than it's just a good song and sort of maximizes Twice's original concept. Number 30 is Cry For Me, also maybe controversial for being so low, but again, this whole list is pretty much on an equal playing field. Like, they're very close to each other in terms of ranking. I do love all of these songs. Cry For Me almost not being performed and released is so crazy in retrospect, but I'm glad that Twice really advocated for it because it's a perfect capstone for the 2020 comeback. So yeah, I'm glad that they did it, but I'm also like, why did they even have to advocate for a song like this to be released? It's so good. 29 is One Spark. I like this song. I just spent 15 minutes tearing into it a couple of videos ago, but at the end of the day, I will defend it as I would any other Twice song. The instrumental is actually very good. I love the vocal sample in the pre-chorus. One Spark is a good song. I never said it wasn't. Number 28 is Perfect World. I really wish we could have had more performances of this. Like, I almost wish it was a Korean release in a lot of ways, but still, amazing song. I love how strikingly different it is. I mean, the release before this was Kura Kura, and that was technically a pre-release for this album, so such a sudden shift in style, but it ended up paying off really well. Like, I really think Perfect World is one of their best music performances in terms of their entire discography. It's very, very good. 27 is Hare Hare. Did not see the vision with this song for a while, and then one day everything changed. The chorus and the dance break I've been listening to on repeat for months at this point. Number 26 is Set Me Free. Again, I have no ill wishes against this song. I will defend it every single day of the week. I love the strings and the instrumental so much. There's a lot of character to this song by itself, which is why I wanted so much more for it, but at the end of the day, it is still a very good song. Number 25 is Better, 'Cause You Make It Better. Similar to Set Me Free, the instrumental to this song adds a lot to my appreciation for it overall, especially in the verses. It is simple, but it's good all around. It's good in every aspect to me. 24 is Breakthrough. I mean, 2019 was such a strong year for Twice, and Breakthrough especially was like one of the first big concept shifts for Twice into a more mature concept. It came just after Fancy and then continued the work of sort of shedding the cute concept. I don't know. I think they did the transition so well with songs like Breakthrough. I think it's a very important song for that reason, as it kind of set up a lot of our expectations for Feel Special and moving forward. Love Breakthrough, especially the final chorus where it breaks down. So good. Number 23 is Scientist. I am yet again another #1 defender of this song. It's good, simple, clean, family fun music that doesn't overthink things. Also, it was their one Korean release that they had while I was in Korea, so I do have a bit of a special connection to it in that way and defend it for that reason, but even if I didn't have that context, I would still defend this song. It's simple, but it works. 22 is Wake Me Up. Similar to Scientist, this song came at a very special time for me, so I think my appreciation for it is skewed in that way, but it's still a very good song regardless. The progression of the song, music video, the dance break, all of it is so good. Number 21 is More and More. I was never a hater, but I went through a serious stage of doubt with this song. It took me a very long time to come to appreciate More and More, but when I did, when I accepted the song for what it is, I actually really genuinely appreciate it. I think it's such an important add to Twice's discography in a lot of ways. I will absolutely find the time to defend this song any day of the week. Number 20 is One More Time. Their first two releases after debuting in Japan have a really special place in my heart, and One More Time is such a unique song in a lot of ways. I think it's a perfect song for them to have debuted with. All of the members really shined in their own ways, which I think is what I appreciate about it the most. Number 19 is Moonlight Sunrise. Again, I just spent 15 minutes calling pulling Moonlight Sunrise out of its name. I mean, not even really. Moonlight Sunrise was spared in my criticism. This is genuinely such a good song, and I like how it played around with member positions, like Momo having a full section in the chorus. I hope we get to see more of this in the future. Number 18 is I Got You. Same as Moonlight Sunrise. I'm so glad that this is a part of Twice's discography. It's quite unlike anything they've ever released, and such an emotional and moving song. The chorus just hits like a truck every single time. Number 17 is The Feels. I just realized all of the English singles are in the same row. But yeah, number 17 is The Feels. I can go back and point out exactly where I was in Korea when this song clicked for me. The pavement I was standing on, because I had to stop walking and process what had just happened. I was really so excited when I finally saw the vision with this song and understood it for what it was. And I'm sure I was weirdly smiling while I kept walking and listening to this song. The Feels is so great. Number 16 is Knock Knock. I have never understood the hate this song gets. I need to do some sort of investigation about why this song isn't well received among onces. I'm the #1 defender of Knock Knock. Yet again, I'm a #1 defender for so many songs. I know a lot of people have come to its defense over the years. It's a fun little holiday seasonal song. Good, clean, family fun. Number 15 is Heartshaker. This song's line distribution is so crazy. I think they could have traded off either part of Nayeon's chorus to the other members who didn't get as much lines, but distribution aside, amazing song. 14 is Signal, another song that I have to take up sword and shield for. People have grown to like it over the years, but again, I have not forgotten, I have not forgiven. I was there on the front lines when this won Song of the Year at Mama 2017, and have really honestly never known peace in the K-pop community ever since. It's a fun song that deserves its praise is all I'll say. 13 is Alcohol Free. Didn't see the vision at first, but I'm so glad that I eventually did. I think this song is one of the most meaningful adds to Twice's discography, and as much as I just dogged on English versions of songs, I kind of wish they would have made a Spanish version of this song, or Portuguese, honestly. Very, very good. I love the whole Taste of Love album. Number 12 is Cheer Up. This was the hardest one to rank because I like the song for what it is, and also it being such a significant moment in Twice's career all around. It's hard to measure those two things separately, but yeah, I believe I'm good with it at number 12. Cheer Up is a great song. Historical, lyrically is kind of aged, but yeah, the start of world domination for Twice. Very, very good song. Number 11 is Denna, Dance the Night Away. Good, clean family fun. Other than this just being a good song, the main thing I remember from this period was people praising it for finally including a sensible or measurable bass line. People really complained about anything when it came to Twice back in the day, and honestly still do, unfortunately, but loved Dance the Night Away. Okay, we're in the top 10. Number 10 is Yes or Yes. This was my #1 most listened to song of 2019. I did not mess around when it came to Yes or Yes. I love this song. Obviously, the concept, the album, the performances, everything about Yes or Yes was amazing. Jihyo's Bob made its debut during this period. I don't think Yes or Yes is recognized for the foundation it set in place for us to get songs like Fancy and Feel Special. And speaking of which, number 9 is Feel Special. Amazing, amazing, amazing song. The line distribution, it's great on paper, but when seeing how Junghyun only has one line and it's 2 minutes into the song, and Chaeyoung starting the song and never returning, it is weird in that way, but a really great song all around. Number 8 is I Can't Stop Me. The trajectory of the relationship I've had with this song is crazy. This is another song that I really questioned at first, but steadily grew to appreciate, which leads us to today, where I've been insanely obsessed with it ever since, for a very long time at this point. I like how the song kind of matches the sentiment of the lyrics. Like once the instrumental picks up, it really does not stop until we reach the end. Number 7 is Donuts. The aesthetic of this song is something so mystical. Like the borderline thriller mystery going on with the music video, it's the perfect holiday song and really thrives during that time period, but it's unique in the sense that it stands to also be a great song to listen to throughout the entire year. Like I don't think it's specifically a winter song, it just thrives during that period the most. Number 6 is Likey. Likey was the period where I really started to get into Twice. Like this was when I applied for my once card, and Likey was one of the first songs of theirs that I added to my K-pop playlist, so I do have a bit of a special connection to it in that way. I love the chorus, the instrumental break with Momo's solo dance break. Also, this being the title track for their first album, it's really just a very special song to me. And I love the narrative it paints out for the rest of the Twice to Grim album. I made a whole video about Twice to Grim a while ago. Just a very, very good song, like peak Twice for me in a lot of ways. Number 5 is What Is Love? Genuinely a classic. I think this song represents the story of Twice in a lot of ways, which is why I really wish this would have been the second full album after Twice to Grim, but nevertheless, this song is amazing. I love love the music video, all of the film references. It's just fun music and good music and really indicative of the identity of Twice, in my opinion. I think this is a really good representative song for them as a group. Number 4 is Like Ua. Another hard song to rank, like separating my personal appreciation from how significant I think this release is overall, but still, Ua is number 4 because it's an amazing song in its own right. Not a likely debut for the group that Twice turned out to be, but I think that makes it all the more special. It sort of marks the beginning of their trajectory to the artists that they are today, which is, I think, why I hold it in such a high regard. Number 3 is Fancy. What do I say about Fancy? What do I say about Fancy? Kind of like Cheer Up, this is a hard song to rank for just how important I think it is to Twice's whole discography. I will say, oddly enough, that I did not see the vision with this song at first. I think it's some kind of blindness that I develop when an artist I like releases a new song to their discography. Maybe I'm stuck analyzing the project too closely that I'm not able to look and see the bigger picture, but once I do see the bigger picture, it all makes sense. That's what happened for me with Fancy. It's a perfect pop song. It's a perfect K-pop song, right? It's kind of the peak of third generation around that time in 2019, in my opinion. Fancy's instrumental is genuinely insane. I think over time, it's what I've come to appreciate about the song the most, especially the verses. The second verse, the instrumental to that is so good. Number 2 is Talk That Talk. This was a rags to riches story on the Tojimi charts at first because I did not see the vision with Talk That Talk for the longest time. I was not willing to give it the time of day, which is weird because it is very reminiscent of Fancy in some ways. It was a very slow process to seeing the vision for this song, and now that I'm looking back, I don't think it was just a sudden moment where everything clicked, but rather it was a gradual shift into being obsessed with this song, and I have been ever since. Talk That Talk is so good. And number 1 is TT. I don't think I'll ever get to a point where TT isn't number 1. I think my magnum opus for this entire channel will be a deep dive into the Twice Coaster album. I have so much to say, and yet it's very hard to describe why this song is so important to me and to my appreciation for Twice. TT is the essence of K-pop, so completely representative of why I initially got into K-pop. I love the instrumental, the lyrics, the choreography. I've spent a lot of time talking about how I think JYP suffers with concept development, but they randomly hit it out of the park with this album. It couldn't have been better, in my opinion. I love this song. I always will. Genuinely. And yeah, this is my ranking for all of Twice's singles for right now. I'm hoping that I did not miss anything. I combed through my Master Twice playlist for all of the singles. Hopefully I did get all of them. Thank you so much for watching this if you did. If you want to, let me know how you rank Twice's singles. You don't have to do all 43 unless you want to. Maybe just your top 5 or top 10. Yeah, thanks again for watching. Subscribe if you want to, and I will see you next time.